Hello. I'm definitely losing my voice. Okay. Yay, Hawk, you're awake. That's great. Just in time to catch me being sick and staying home from work and playing Pokopia. Okay, so I gotta turn down the audio on my phone because I've got my phone open just to see the YouTube live chat. Thank you. It's just a cold, but I didn't feel like I had energy for much of anything today. And there will still be a review video today because luckily I pre-record things on the weekend, so we'll see about next week though. Okie dokie, so I need, what do I need? I'm in the middle of building a park, so I need some leaves and I need to make some salads because I need a whole heck of a lot more duckweed. Oh, also, yesterday I tried and failed miserably to play the jump rope challenge, and then I swear to God, as soon as I stopped streaming, I went and got my tea that I forgot about, and then I tried one more time and I got 111 jumps. I swear to you. Only off screen. Unbelievable. I'm actually gonna muted myself for a second to blow my nose. Oh my gosh. Okie dokie, so ooh, nice. Interesting. I wonder why there was 2 evolution recipes. I mean, I've already got those items, so I guess it doesn't matter, but still. Okay, so yesterday I was working on, Christmas. Can you, oh my god. Clearly I'm not dexterous when I'm sick. Okay. Right now I'm just farming duckweed because I need a lot. Excuse me. My favorite Pokemon and my favorite Eevee. My favorite Pokemon is Haunter. It's been Haunter since I was a kid. I watched the Pokemon anime on TV as a child, obviously. And for whatever reason, I was just obsessed with the Sabrina arc. And Ash going to get Haunter from the what was it, like the Haunted Mansion or wherever they went, and then Haunter winning over Sabrina with like laughing. I don't know why, that just like resonated with me, and I was like, wow, what a cool Pokemon. And then it's just never not been my favorite, and I even got a tattoo of Haunter a couple years ago on my leg. So my favorite is Haunter. And my favorite Eevee, probably Jolteon, I guess. I like dogs, and I know they're all supposed to be foxes or whatever, but Jolteon just always seemed the most dog-like, I guess. And if I were to have one as like a pet or a partner Pokemon, I guess it would be Jolteon. Haunter and Jolteon, final answer. Okay, let's... I feel like I'm just now realizing this isn't going to be a very entertaining stream because all I'm doing is harvesting duckweed to build a park. It's not the most entertaining thing I've ever done. You might be asking, why am I doing this? What purpose do I have for collecting this duckweed? Well, it's because I'm a weird perfectionist in very specific circumstances. Ooh, Umbreon. That's a good Pokemon. Yeah, I definitely have like generational favorites. Like Gen 2, I think when I was a kid, my favorite Pokemon was Girafarig. I don't know, I just thought it was cute. Anyways, I'm a weird perfectionist in semi-specific regard, like when it comes to cosplay or like anything creative, I guess. I try and be pretty, I like to be accurate to the source material, as it were. So I'm going based off of a picture from the original Pokemon Gold game, wherein the bottom half of the grass... Actually, here, let me see if I can't pull it up. How do I do this? Display capture? What screen is this? Oh, yes, yeah. That put me back. And then I guess I have to put it in that small little corner here. Whoops. This is the picture I'm currently trying to recreate. And if you notice, this grass on the lower side is shorter than the tall grass up here. So for this, I'm going to put the regular Pokopia grass, but then I needed something shorter that was more permanent, and I found that the random weeds that grow around are too fragile. You could accidentally dig them up or something. So duckweed looks like shorter grass, and it's gonna give the aesthetic that I'm going for. And I'm a crazy person, so is there a way for me to just leave that up? I guess if I put it like golly. Sorry, I'm just waiting for the stream to catch up here to see if I've got this in the right place before I can. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Anyways, let's go back to harvesting duckweed. Phew. And I've got baked apple tea with a bit of milk in it because I'm very British when it comes to drinking milk. You need a bit of tea. You need a bit of milk in the tea for it to be proper tea. No sugar, just milk. And not too much milk. Sometimes if I'm at someone's house and they offer to make me tea, and I'm like, sure, that sounds great. And then how do you take it? And I say with a bit of milk. They dump like half of their milk bag into my tea. I don't understand. What does a bit mean to you? It's just a little bit of milk. I don't need so much milk. I don't need milk with tea. I want tea with milk. Is the new culture part how British people take their tea, or that our milk in Canada comes in bags? Which of that is the culture part? Almost done. I'm also leaving the flowers in the pond because they look cute. That's just... I also think accidentally yesterday while I was doing this, Magikarp... Oh no, I did it again! Magikarp lives... Magikarp lives here in duckweed that's behind the... There we go. Magikarp is supposed to live here in this duckweed patch, but I kept accidentally ripping up his house, so I think Magikarp is homeless now, and I don't know where he is. Oh, is that him over here? Let's see. Is he? Yeah, I think he's upset he doesn't have a home. Well, let's get you back to your home, buddy. Yes, yes, I destroyed your home. Oh shoot, yeah, I think the frame rate is really bad now. I'm gonna try and fix that. 'Cause we did okay yesterday, but maybe, if I'm being honest, my laptop is not very powerful at all. So think having three screens. Oops. I think having 3 screens open is killing things here. Okay, let's see if I can't fix it. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on. We didn't have any problems yesterday, but again, I think I only had 2 things open. Okay, did that fix it? It looks okay on my phone now. I think we've learned 3 screens is too many screens. Okay. Yeah, I think that's really weird, but I also just, I feel like I've gotta track that to, my laptop is not very strong, and it's actually part of the reason why, I didn't kind of stream from the get-go when I started my channel. All my videos are pre-recorded, so it doesn't take as much processing power on my poor little laptop. A friend of mine is coming to visit me at the end of May, though, and he's a computer wizard, and he says that he's gonna try and optimize my laptop for me so it works a little bit better. Not that streaming is ever going to be like a regular thing for me. I don't imagine it will be, just because I work full-time. My schedule's quite busy in the first place, so editing pre-recorded videos is already taking up a lot of time. And yeah, I don't see any space in my schedule to do like regular streams at the very least. Like, there's a chance I might do these sporadic kind of random ones, as far as like a once in a blue moon type thing. But yeah, I don't think it's ever going to be anything particularly complicated, like with chat and, you know, like how the other VTubers do their streams. I think it's a little more than my computer can handle right now, so we'll reassess in the future once I get things working a little better, I guess. I'm not really sure how he's going to optimize it. I think he's going to add more memory at the very least, because I think I've only got one 8GB stick running right now, so maybe adding a second one will at least allow me to have a third window open. But thank you, 99999 9999999. Thanks for pointing out the frame rate. I probably would have just kept talking and playing if someone didn't say something, so I appreciate that. But now we know. That's probably also why when I've taken the video down because it was just so poor quality. The first stream I tried was karaoke, and I had a couple windows open with that, and apparently the frame rate was really, really bad with that one as well. So I think it really is just a point of my computer can't handle, or maybe OBS can't handle 3 overlaid screens at once. I don't know, because it seems to be doing fine. I didn't close Chrome, I just have it minimized, but it's not being displayed anymore, so maybe OBS is the problem. I don't know. It's fine. But anyways, this is the park. We're working on the park. And then I also think I have to well, I'm gonna need some PP anyways to get out of here. I need to place some soil because this area is not big enough for my project at the moment. I also goodness me. I'm also just replacing the lower layer with blocks I don't need, so that way when I start filling in with soil, I'm not like... I will need the grass at some point, so I'm just trying to like min-max my blocks here, if that makes sense. No! I have very poor control with Magnet Rise. I think I'm just not very dexterous. Yeah, I hope he can improve things a little bit for me. Like I said, he's a wizard with computer stuff. He actually, I'm gonna get this wrong and he's gonna watch this and he's gonna make fun of me, but I think he works for the government in Sweden, ? And his whole job is computers, so he's pretty good. Let's see, how much more space do I have to go across here? We're doing math. So I did that layer, I did this layer, 2 up, 2 over, okay. Oh no! Oops. Is it? No, that's not right. Hang on, it's not 5. Is it 5? No, it's 6. So what have I gotten wrong here? Uh-oh. Something is wrong. Shoot. the culprit. Right? And then just erase some of this so I can see it a little better from above. Okay, so 4 on that side, 4 on that side, and then we go 2 up, and then it's 3 across, 1 up, 3 across, 1 up, 2 up, 2 over, yeah, yes. Yes, milk comes in bags in Canada. We also do cartons, but everyone buys bags because you get more, and our cartons don't go very big. We get like, the cartons I think go up to 2 liters. Wait, you guys don't use liters, you use gallons. No, wait. Well, anyways, Canada uses cartons and bags. Our cartons go up to 2 liters, but then the bags are 3 liters? Yeah. Because we get three bags in a bag. We get 3 bags in a bag, and each bag is 1 liter, so 3 liters per bag. And then you just put them in like a pitcher, and you cut the little corner off, and then you can pour your milk, and it stays good in the fridge. What an odd concept. I never realized. Maybe Canada is weird. But I mean, is it weird if it works? I don't know. Well, that's not helpful. What the I don't want flowers. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Like, the flowers are nice, but oh my gosh. Oh no, I will drown. Oh goodness. Oh gracious. Oh no. I don't really even understand how the flower spawning system works. Like, I hope it's not a case of, like, if the duckweed gets hydrated, it grows flowers. Like, what's gonna happen if I plant all this duckweed over there and then it rains? Am I gonna have a field of flowers? That's gonna ruin the park. Yes, it will. I do like how many flowers I have now, though. It's pretty cool. No, don't destroy that. That's Magikarp's house. I gotta stop doing that. Poor Magikarp. Okay, so Portugal uses liters, as it should be. Yeah, I think America's quite weird with their measurement systems. Like, they're wrong. 100% they're wrong, but I'm never gonna attempt to do that math or that conversion, I guess. Shoot, I need 4 more. That's annoying. Let's see. Just do it here. I don't have any. I got a book recipe. Hooray! I need some fruits. No, I want this. One, a two, a three, whoops, three, 4 extra. Okay, let's look at my masterpiece. Are we symmetrical? Yes. Is it even? Yes. Question mark. I feel like America does like to be different. I feel like that's fine. The corners are kind of bothering me, but what are you gonna do? It's fine for now. Okay, so next I need to start using leafage. Because am I going to regret opening Chrome here? Is it the exact same on the top? Oh, it is 3 on the outside, so maybe I can... Nope. Nope. No. No. Oh, God. Ugh. No! Oh my God, what am I doing? Oh my God, this is the worst. Do I like this? Yeah. No, I don't like that. Of course not. Actually, wait. No, I didn't look at it. Wait, undo. Well, okay. I'll get more duckweed after because I'm gonna fuss about that and how that looks for a really long time. So, for now, great. And then it's 4. So I can do, yeah, 4, and then oops. Cultural differences. Canada, America, Portugal. I wouldn't know the cultural differences between North America and Portugal. I don't really know what the culture is like in Portugal. Please don't tell my friend Laura she is extremely Portuguese. She'd be real upset. I'll have to think about that. I know another big cultural difference that Canada has is that, I mean, this is all going to be really biased, but I think Canada's famously more polite than America. Like, we've got nicer people, question mark. I mean, I've met my fair share of jerks, but I think that's like a stereotype we have at the very least. And I think it's true to some degree. I've had not great experiences going to the US before. I don't know. I'll have a think and I'll get back to you on that. For now, I need get rid of this grass. This is gonna be the not fun part about this build because I basically have to make a whole new flat area for the perimeter of the park. I think after I do this, I'm gonna have a nap because, oh boy, I do not feel very well. Okay, so that's lined up, so 2 back, and then on the third one, 2 over. No! Ugh, my gosh, this. Oops. I gotta plug in my laptop. I didn't realize it wasn't plugged in. Oh my gosh. Where's the cable? Ooh. That was a scary noise. Okay. No, not the beach sand. One, replace, here. Of course not. Ugh. Okay. Okay, so hi, I'm well. Let's see. G g g g 3 6. It's hard to see over there. I think like this. Zandakar E8M. I am well. How are you? Other things that is famous in Portugal is beer and football. That's Portuguese combo. And you have the Portuguese combo plus, which you add cod. Wow. Cod like the fish? That's fun. And I assume football like, European football, American soccer. Yes. Assumptions. Let's see. Okay, here we're doing a 6x5, 2, 3, 4, wait. That's an 8x5. Why did I say 6? Yeah. What the heck? One, two, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, American football, which I think is how they classify it now. Like, they specifically say American football. Seems really violent. I'm not really into sports or anything like that, so it's tough for me to comment on because I'm not really sure even really how the games work. But I believe they make that distinction at the very least, like it's American football versus European football? Question mark? I think that's what they say anyways. I gotta get rid of all this stuff. Oh my gosh. Get out of here. No, you get out. No, flowers, get out of here. You get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. No. No. This one. This is exhausting. And don't worry, Bangladesh people mistaken as India, so no biggie. People nowadays are quote-unquote racist. Wow. I mean, that's definitely not wrong. I also, my brother-in-law, I guess you would call it, my best friend of like 20 years now, married a Gujarati man, and it is really sad how people just kind of, even in the case of India, like they all get lumped together as just being Indian when they're from different provinces, they speak different languages, they have different cultures, so it's a shame for sure. I would love to know more about Bangladesh though, if you've got any cultural differences that are interesting for us to know about. That'd be pretty cool. Lol, let's just pretend like that hole's not there. I need a nap. Goodness. Okay, so let's have a look over there. One down and straight across, I suppose. Oh wait, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, I think we're staying symmetrical. Okie dokie. So now for this side, now I can follow this guideline. 1, 2, a 3, and a 4. That looks wrong all of a sudden. Why does that look wrong now? Wait a minute. How did I end up with 9? Oh my goodness. Where is the error? No fighting. Concerns about American stupidity and school students getting bullied by other students that cause... I don't cancel for Pokemon. Okay. Yeah, I mean, America definitely has some problems they have to work out, but I don't think that's not my place to talk about it. But I used to get bullied in school. I think that's a worldwide issue, unfortunately, and it's not fun, but I definitely have heard worse things about how America handles things like that. But anyways, yes. Your favorite Pokemon is Pikachu and Cinderace, and that's pretty cool. I don't know who Cinderace is. I assume that's one of the later gen Pokemon. I'm so sorry. I can't... Is it is it the score bunny? Is it the score bunny? What? Yes, that's definitely true. Let's talk about something more positive though. I think that's... I'm getting lost in the sauce here, guys. Oh no, I'm hungry. One more paranoid look at the symmetry. Okay, so now I've got 4. I think I was getting messed up because of the grass being dehydrated. It is the Score Bunny evolution. Good for me. Yay. Okay. I think I only played the Pokemon games up until Ruby Sapphire, and then I took a break for the Platinum generation, which I think is... No, maybe that's the one before. Anyways, I didn't play Platinum, and I didn't play X and Y, and then I think I got Black and White, and I kind of played it, but it didn't have the same kind of like emotional connection for me. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, and then 4 across. And then 1 down. Wait, 4 across, 1 down, and then 2. Here. I played Black and White, but it didn't really like resonate with me as far as the story. I couldn't even tell you what the story's about, honestly. And then I also got Moon from Sun and Moon, and I played that, and I thought the story was neat as far as like the other dimension kind of Pokemon. That was a pretty cool story. And I did like the Alolan versions of Pokemon. That was also a super fun idea. The Alolan Vulpix Ninetales. Oh my god, so fluffy. I want to die. Ugh. I keep forgetting I made apple tea. It's so good. Oh my god. And then I think I think I kept up with Pokemon a bit after that. I did play Sword and Shield, but much later than when it actually came out. And then I played Legend Arceus, and I played Scarlet and Violet, and all of those games I played like maybe a year or two after they actually came out. So I think at this point, who is messaging me so much? Okay, I'm gonna take the opportunity to mute myself and blow my nose again. Oh no, I forgot to unmute myself and I started talking about ferrets. Yeah, ferret videos are super cute. Ferret videos at storms, what does that mean? This game is really fun. But yes, I also like the way ferrets sleep. I miss my girls, so sometimes it's hard for me to watch videos about ferrets because it makes me sad. I miss my girls. But you know, as I get older, it gets a little easier to watch them again, because I do love ferrets so much. They're so freaking cute. Whoops. Shrimps are also very adorable. I started following this one YouTuber that, oh, I can't remember his channel name now. I feel so bad. He goes around and buys, like, seafood from Japanese markets, and he tries to find, this sounds like morbid and awful, but it's actually nice. He tries to find, like, seafood that is still alive. Like, he'll go to a market, like a fish market, and there'll be like a shrimp in a package, but one of them is still breathing, so he'll take it home and put it in a tank and try to keep it alive for as long as possible. And I think that's nice. It's a nice concept, even though it's very strange. I have messed up again somewhere. Where have I messed up? Okay, so that's meant to be, or no, that is only 2. No, we're okay. We're alright. Okay, so from this side, just to make it a little easier on myself. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, did we do it? I should tell the story of how I got this game in the first place, because when this game came out, I didn't even have a Switch 2, and I was going crazy watching people play it online. I was obsessed, and I wanted to play this game so bad. And I think I must have complained about it enough that a friend of mine bought me a Switch 2 because a store we have in Canada, I think, is called Staples. They were having a weird sale on the Switch 2 console online for some reason. Even though I think the Switch 2 only came out like a year ago or less than. So it's very strange for them to have a sale so soon. Anyways, a dear friend of mine bought me a Switch 2 because that's crazy. But yeah, I guess I was complaining about it so much. He bought me the Switch 2 as a gift. And then Pokopia was sold out everywhere. You could not buy this game. It's only just started to resurface like now. But what ended up happening was, because it was sold out everywhere, I hummed and hawed about whether or not I should just buy it digital, because I really wanted to just so desperately play, and I wasn't going to get a physical copy for who knows how long. And I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I took a couple days to, like, you know, what should I do? Should I just cave and buy digital? Because I like buying physical. I like having a physical game in my hands. Especially because, like, you can lend it to other people, whatever. I did end up buying it digitally. However, wait a minute. Was this here yesterday? Anyways, I ended up buying it digital because after some deliberation, I remembered that I still had some Japanese yen on my travel card. So I was like, oh, if I just make a Japanese Nintendo account, I can use my travel card to buy the game. No, I could not. No, it did not let me do that. But at that point, I was already locked in on trying to get this game in Japanese. Oh, I was trying to get it in Japanese because with the conversion rate to Canadian dollars, the game ended up being like $20 cheaper. So my justification was that if I get the game digitally for cheap, then that justifies me getting the game digitally, and then later I could get it as a physical. That was my justification in my mind. So I was locked in, and I was upset that I couldn't use my travel card to buy the game. It doesn't register as, you have to have a Japanese credit card to use the Nintendo eShop on a Japanese system, which my Switch 2 is registered as a Japanese system. Anyway, so I was really upset that I couldn't use my travel card, but I was already so invested in this plan of mine that what I ended up doing was creating a Japanese Amazon account and purchasing a Japanese Nintendo eShop gift card with my travel card, and then I used the Japanese eShop gift card on the Japanese Nintendo store so I could buy the Japanese version of Pokopia and get it $20 cheaper than just buying it digitally on my own Switch. Fantastic. I do know Undertale. A friend of mine made me play Undertale a couple years ago because he thought it was sacrilegious that I'd never played it before. So he made me play it, and I had to play the passive route, I think it's called. The way of playing where you don't hurt anybody. And I mean, it worked out best that I played that way, because seeing some of the, like, fights online, there's no way. I could never. I'm not good at games, which I think I mentioned before is a big reason why I don't want to do regular streaming with this channel, because I'm not a gamer. This game here, this is the type of game that I play. Like cozy world building, like Animal Crossing, stuff like that. I play boring games. I don't play fun games. I'm not good at those. Case in point, if you watch me fail miserably at the jump rope contest yesterday, I couldn't even get past 50 jumps. There was a couple times where I jumped and I failed immediately. I got 0 jumps. I got to see the special "You're a Failure" animation. That was cool. Oh, crud. I need one more. Okay. Also, I am aware that sometimes I slip into Japanese phrasing and speech patterns and such like that. I know it's cringy. I can't help it. I'm too deep in the culture. I can't stop. Also, if you need someone to blame for that, you can blame my friend Irie. She is my dear friend. She's Japanese, she lives in Japan, she's the one I go visit all the time, and she talks like that, so when I hang out with her, I talk like that, so it's her fault. Blame her. I'm not just a huge cringy weeb. I swear. There's reasons for me talking funny like I do. I do the same thing if I like visit Finland or whatever. I'll come back with like a pseudo accent. It's not my fault. I just want to get rid of this. I have seen other VTubers do things like long streams where after they do a bunch of clips from the stream, and I don't know if I'm gonna do that because it doesn't feel like I'm saying anything particularly interesting, but maybe there's some funny parts I could clip. I just don't know if people are even interested in seeing that. I'm trying to stick to just like the anime review stuff because I feel like that's what people subscribe to me for. I wasn't good at games too, especially Undertale. You died a lot, like a lot. But used to play games a lot. All type distraction from reality. I think that's a great thing that games do. Like I am the same way with games and books. I use them as distractions from reality, you know. And I think that's the kind of games that I most like to play, is the ones that like they really draw you into the story, and they're just a means of escape, and I feel like a lot of people need that, and I'm one of those people, so I don't judge you for that. I think that's pretty normal. Yes, I do that sometimes too, with characters. It's especially a specific friend group that I hang out with. Like we've got a lot of vocal stims when we hang out, which I just learned that term, vocal stimming. I didn't know that was a thing before. I thought all this time we were just quoting memes, but no, apparently that's a thing. Vocal stimming. Didn't know that. But me and that friend group do that quite a bit. I think it's fun being able to like share with friends that are like, they know what you're talking about, and you can all just kind of laugh together about whatever silly thing you were watching. Oof. Don't fall in the hole. I have to be careful with this pit. I was around here yesterday and Vulpix fell in the hole and I had to guide Vulpix out. Because I started doing this after I ended the stream yesterday because I got butthurt about the jump rope contest. I'm so bad. Okay, so I've done the main park area. Now I've got to clear more space. Oop. Eesh. This is going to be a massive build by the end of it. I am worried that I have taken on too much. Well, forget about your parents. I think copying other people's vocal stems is super common. All my friends do it. I do it. I think that's the way the world works now. Okay. Whoops. Oh no, I needed that. Oh shoot. Maybe for now I'll just build a platform and not worry about filling in the land underneath. I don't know. I feel like I could save a lot of bricks doing that. Blocks, bricks, blocks, whatever. My concern is that stuff will spawn underneath, I guess. Like those. What are those? I don't know. I'll never know. I can't reach them. But anyways. We don't have a whole lot of soil left to work with, so let's use the barren ordinary soil for now. Oops. That's not very nice of your parents. I don't think anyone should feel guilty for doing things that they like, unless the things that they like are actively, like, harming other people. Then, I don't know, go off, live your life. Shh, stop, stop, stop. How, what? Okay. Yes, rain. Rain upon my barren soil and turn it into ordinary soil. Yes. And it also looks like the rain is not making my duckweed grow flowers, and that's fantastic news. Okay, so now I need to look at my reference picture. So keep me updated if stuff starts lagging because of this. So I want to leave my parents' house. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm of the opinion that if you have a good relationship with your parents, stay living at home for as long as possible, because it's expensive out there. But if you don't have a good relationship with your parents, that's okay. Just leave if you can. If you have the means to, just get out of there. Do what's best for you and your mental health, because I don't know if this is oversharing or not, but I left my parents' house when I was 18 and I moved to Toronto, the big city. But that's my circumstance, and I've dated people that still live with their parents into their 30s, and I think that's okay too, because everyone's got different circumstances, and as long as you're making the best of it, do what you gotta do, you know? I support your decisions, Hawk. You do what's best for Hawk. Okay, so next I need so many wooden borders. Uh-oh, I don't know if I've got enough lumber for this. Uh-oh. I definitely need some corners. let's start low for now, because the last time I did a major build and I was like, I need stairs. I was stupid and I used all the lumber I had making stairs, and then I used probably a third of the stairs that I had made. So felt real dumb, used up all my resources, and then I had nothing left. So we're gonna play it casual this time. Let's get rid of some of this stuff here. Where the heck did my borders go? There they are. Okay. So, let us begin. I'm gonna say, oh yes, I've been using, this is silly, but I think it's I think it makes it easier for me, but I've been using a bench as like a marker. Okay, so certainly don't have a great relationship. I really have a good relationship with acting too. Yeah, I mean, that sounds normal to me too. I feel like we maybe come from similar circumstance, and that acting or like that masking, I think that's completely normal for people that come from similar situations. And it's like I said, you gotta do what you gotta do, and that's okay. Oh boy, it follows the pattern. Okay, well, I will do my best here to figure this out. Oh, is this where I need the corner piece? Ah, la la la. Ish. Ish. Eh? Huh? What? What? Why doesn't this line up? What? What? Wait, what? Why? Oh. Wait. Wait. Hang on. I'll figure this out. Hmm? Hmm? Eh? What? Okay. Yeah, I'm really confused about this. Hmm. Well... Why? Okay. But then... No, wait. What? Hang on. Oh my god. What does that mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay. Ugh. I think I'm gonna be here for a while. Oh my god. Oh boy, this isn't... I... It's fine. We're just... We're rolling with it. It's kind of working. Mm-hmm. I think I also decided I want one more here. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, don't swear on stream. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's... Wait. How did I... That's a corner piece? Okay. Corn... No. Oh my god. Okay, but then that's too... Pick it up. Okay. Mochi shush. Do I prefer small cozy house apartments or a big house apartment? I think I would prefer a small and cozy house because I've lived in a big house. Right now I live in a pretty decently sized apartment. I think my apartment is the optimal size that I would prefer for a living space, but I would also still prefer to live in my own house because I like the freedom of having to change. Sorry, I got completely distracted by that soup question. Sorry. Yeah, I would like to live in my own house because I want the freedom of being able to kind of like decorate and change things the way that I prefer. So something that is the same size as my apartment, but a house, I think. So cozy house, final answer. And then for the soup question, my goodness, my favorite soup flavor for self-defense. I don't know, probably something like spicy and with garlic, because if it's for self-defense, I imagine I am throwing the soup at someone, and if you get spicy in your eyes, like, it's over, you know? Okay, I guess I can't do that. Right? That's how that goes. Yeah, final answer. Spicy soup. Blind my enemy. That's my answer. No! Why is this like this? I hate this. Oh my god. Best soup, I think, is my grandmother's recipes, bean and rice soup. The best self-defense is a boiling soup. Yeah. Frozen chunk of soup be better for home defense or boiling hot soup. Am I the expert or is Hawk the expert? I don't think I'm the expert. I guess it depends how hard you can throw, because if you've got a frozen chunk of soup but you've got like a weak throw. I don't think that's really going to do anything. You're just going to upset whoever you're defending yourself from. But boiling soup, that affects everybody. Wow, okay. Yes, Mochi, what kind of soup would you throw? Is that why you're a-wah-wah-wahing? Someone was laid timber floors. The characters using suboptimal technique to lay the floor. Man, I wish I had the optimal technique for this. This sucks. Mochi is also very upset about my floor laying technique, so there you go. You've got my dog on your side. Oh, but now we're not bench length away. How'd that happen? Where's my bench? What? Where's my bench? Oh, my bench is over here. Miss Mochi, no one wants to hear about your problems, okay? That's not true. I love you very much, and I'm always very invested in what your problems are. However, yes, I know. Poor baby girl. I don't know if you guys can hear my dog or not. Do I get to name the little village island? No, it is stuck as Withered Wasteland. That's just the name it is in the game. You don't get to change it, unfortunately. Okay, now let's figure this like that. St. James. Oh, I see now. Hang on. We'll get there. We're getting it. See, this is why I've got the bench. The bench is my visual. The bench is my visual marker for keeping the tiles. Oh, it's infuriating. Oh my god. That's 1 square, that's 2 square. But can I put a little guy in there? No. Maybe this is the spot for the corner. Little guy. Oh my god. Okay, I think we're getting it. Okay. Hooray. No, I don't do that. That sounds like it would not be fun for them. That's silly. My dogs are treated like the royalty that they are. Okay. So it looks like I need a lot more corners and single squares than I thought. So let's go craft a little more. Whoops. Oops. Like 50 more of those. Oh no! Which Watch is so good though. Tell him to watch my review and to stop being a wiener about it. It's super funny. Unless he doesn't like fun and joy and laughter, then maybe it's not for... Trans Dragonite. I suppose so. In this game you get different powers that for the most part you... Oh god, oh my god, where am I? Oh, there I am. For the most part you transform into that Pokemon. Ugh, I wish there was like a god mode that you could use in this to just kind of copy paste patterns here. So I'm gonna do my best to recreate this. Oh my god. I'm gonna be doing a lot of back and forth, I predict. Okay. My character looked very chubby, running like that. I feel like doing this is gonna be easier than just trying to figure it out again. 2 planks, corner, wait, 2 planks, plank, plank, 1, plank, corner, plank. Plank, plank, no. 1, corner, plank. Well, that's not right for some reason. Why is that? Oh, is it because I added a square? I did add a square. Okay. We're alright. Everything's okay. Okay, so square, plank, corner, square. Square, plank, corner, square, if he doesn't want to see Witch Watch, he'll force Evangelion. That sounds like a terrible idea. Evangelion is not for everyone. I think Evangelion is one of the worst series I've ever watched. I watched all the anime, end of Evangelion movie, read the manga, it still sucked. It's just why I'm sad because my dad's mean. Okay, so here's my hot take on Evangelion, and I feel like I might have maybe wanted to do a video on this at one point, but I'll share it here. I don't disagree. I also did not like Evangelion, and I watched, I think, everything except the rebuilds, because I was told there is no point watching the rebuilds, because Hideaki Anno had gotten married by the time the rebuilds came out, and so he was a lot happier in his real life, and that impacted his typical writing of sadness, etc. If I do a video, I'll have a lot more things to say in a much more eloquent way. But anyways, I didn't watch the rebuilds. However, Evangelion was not for me, and here's why I think that is. I think if you watched Evangelion as a kid, then it resonated a lot more with you, because I feel like that's who the audience was meant to be, was teenagers that had those angsty feelings, that it could really resonate with them on a deeper level of like, wow, Shinji really gets me. I also hate my parents. That kind of thing, you know? So, because I saw Evangelion as an adult, I don't think those same feelings hit me as hard, because, you know, I've processed a lot of that teen angst that I had way back when. Let's see, 3 planks, corner, square. I've processed those feelings, so I don't think, as an adult watching Evangelion for the first time, I don't think I was the intended audience anymore. Not to say that Evangelion isn't for... Hang on a second. Sorry, be right back. Mochi! Miss Mochi was getting into trouble and eating things. Look at that girl. Oh, your baby. Where's my baby? Where's your baby? Where's your baby? Good girl. Okay. I was a depressed teen when I watched it. It's just not written that well, to be honest, but I think if I had yeah, I think Obviously, everyone's experience is going to be different, but I think that's a big... Shush, ma'am. I think that's a big point of contention. A lot of people I know that really love Evangelion love it because they watched it as an angsty teen, where they could kind of relate a bit better to the main characters, Shinji, Asuka, stuff like that. So, that's not to say it's like a blanket, that's how it is. You were a depressed teen when you watched it, and you still thought it wasn't written that well. That's fine. I think that's valid as well. I just, I think that's my hot take on it, is that the people that do love it are the ones that watched it when they were in that place as a teenager, and it spoke to them in that way. So it didn't speak to you, that's fine. Yeah, that's my take on it. And I didn't care for it because I was a well-adjusted adult when I saw it for the first time. So, yeah, it's one of those, you either like it or you hate it. But I will say at the very least, despite my feelings on Evangelion, I have a lot of respect. Miss Ma'am, I have a lot of respect for what Evangelion is, as far as what it has done for anime since then. I definitely feel it at least deserves the title of, like, grandfather of, you know, angsty mecha anime, or whatever titles it holds. I think at the very least, as far as animation goes, the work that went into it at the time, it was like the pinnacle of what it was. So at the very least, while I don't necessarily like Evangelion, I respect it a lot. And I think the people that like it have pretty good reasons to like it. Miss Ma'am, why do you want so much attention all of a sudden? You're supposed to be napping. Have you read Goodnight Poon Poon? It's a really good expression of depression and the bleakness of life. I have read Goodnight Poon Poon. It is one of the best manga I've ever read for exactly what you're saying. Kind of immersing yourself in that feeling. Getting to understand what those feelings are like for, you know, a person that has depression, or bleak is a really good word for it. But yes, I have read Goodnight Poon Poon. It is fantastic. Some other really good depressing manga I enjoy. One just got an anime recently, Taco P's Original Sin. That was really good. Quite short, so you could read it in an afternoon. I thought that was very nice. My favorite depressing manga of all time is Saikano. I think the English title ended up being like Saikano, Last Love Song on This Little Planet, or something like that. I think it's probably pretty unlikely that anyone else has seen it, so I'll just give a brief description of what it is. But essentially, it's about a girl who ends up becoming the ultimate weapon for the Japanese government, and has to fight in a war, essentially. And they slowly transform her body more and more into, like, weaponry. Like, her arms become... It sounds silly when you say it like this, but her arms become guns, and she gets these, you know, wings that she can, like, jet to other countries, and she keeps getting these upgrades and upgrades, until she's basically struggling with the concept of whether or not she's even human anymore, which is really hard for, you know, a high school girl that's trying to experience her first love. It's a big point of contention in the manga, is she's trying her best to just have her first romance with her boyfriend Shuji, And war makes that pretty hard, so it's a pretty heart-wrenching tale, and I don't want to give away the ending, but it's my favorite depressing book. I don't recommend reading it if you are already depressed, because it can take you to some pretty dark places. But it's wonderful. It's fantastically written. I also don't know if I'd recommend the anime, because I don't feel like the anime... It's not that it was a bad adaptation, but it certainly wasn't it wasn't a perfect adaptation. It didn't really adapt a whole lot of the finer kind of emotional details of the manga, so it's not perfect. I definitely rate the manga a lot higher than I do the anime, but yeah, Saikano is great. I definitely recommend reading it if you ever get the opportunity. Unfortunately, the manga is quite old and out of print. I got super lucky and found all the books at a convention last year. Which is crazy, because it felt so serendipitous, because the books are unfortunately being scalped online. Like, if you look them up on eBay or something like that, especially the final volume 7, I think it was being sold for like $200 or something, which is crazy. But I guess for an out-of-print book, that's to be expected. So I'd pretty much given up hope on ever finding copies for myself in English, but then someone at a local convention was selling them for $5 a book, and I said, oh my god, please sell me all of those, and I promise you I will take good care of them for the rest of my life. And I don't intend on ever selling them. These are my books forever. I'm never getting rid of them. And it was actually funny, because a year prior to that, I was in Japan, and because I'd given up on finding the English books, I bought all the Japanese volumes. So now I have both. But that's okay. It's one of my favorite series, so I'm happy to have. I'm happy to have both. 3 planks, 1 square, 1 corner. I need to get better at multitasking. I cannot tell stories and play games at the same time, it would seem. Miss Mochi. What? Wait, what? 3 planks. 1 square. In the corner? Oh, I see. Okay, I just had it backwards. Whoops. Plank, square, plank, corner. Guys, I think Mochi is saying the stream has to end soon. Miss Ma'am. Yeah, he was selling them for $5 a book, cause sorry, I'm just taking a break to cuddle Mochi while I talk, because she really wants attention right now. Yeah, there's the convention that happens every year near me is called Anime North. It's one of Canada's larger conventions, I believe, in Toronto. At Anime North, there's an event called the Nominoichi, which is like kind of just like a big garage sale where everyone can kind of sell what they want. You rent a table, you can put what you want on the table, sell it for whatever. There's even like a forum where you can post what you plan on bringing and people like put stuff on hold. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so I went to this garage sale, and because it's a garage sale, sometimes people sell things for pretty cheap. So I would say $5 a book for like used manga is like the average price of some of the stuff you would find there. Thank you, baby. Wow, kisses, that's so nice. Thank you. Anyways, yeah, so a guy was selling the collection. It was $5 a book. I think I paid him extra because I was like, I don't think you know what you have here, and I feel bad like taking advantage of this, but at the same time, like, at least I'm not a reseller. Like, these are going to be my books until I die. So yeah, I think he was selling them for $5 a book, and there's 7 books. So I bought all of them except volume 4, I think, which I already had a copy of. And I kind of regret because when I got home, I realized that my copy was in a lot worse condition than his. So if I see him again this year, I'm hopefully gonna try and get that other copy off of him. But anyways, yeah, so I bought 6 of his books at $5 each, so it would have been $30, but I think I gave him $60 because I was like, you know what, this is I really don't think you understand like how excited I am to find these books, like, please. And he was really thankful, and I was really thankful, and yeah, I went back to my own table because I was doing the garage sale as well, and coincidentally, one of my old coworkers and his wife managed to get the table beside me. So I got back to the table and I was in tears because I was so happy to find these books. And they were like, what happened? What's wrong? And I was like, they're the books, and he sold me the books, and you can't find them, and they're out of print. And I was just incoherent. And my friend's wife was like, oh my god, you found those, but like that's because she knew like how out of print and hard to find they were. And I was like, he was selling them for $5 a book. She was like, oh my god, that's such a deal. And I was like, I know. It was fun. I got really lucky. It was fantastic. But yeah, so okay, Mochi, that was so many cuddles. Can you be good now? And we'll go for a walk soon. And for the record, I'm not just like out here neglecting my poor dogs. This is their routine. I wake up in the morning, I take them out for a walk, they eat, then they have big naps, and then I eat my lunch, and then they go out for an even longer walk, and then they get a snack, and we play a bit, and then they nap for the rest of the afternoon, and then it's like a rinse repeat of that on days where I'm home, even when I'm sick, because like I said, they're spoiled little babies. So, flying to Canada homeless, but at least I've got, you know what? I think that's fair. You want to have stories like that to tell? You will. Do you mind if I ask, how old are you, Hawk? Not that I'm going to tell you how old I am, because I feel like that's dangerous territory. But I feel like there is a bit of an age difference between us, and that's okay, because realistically, stories come with time, so you will get stories like that. 2 planks, 1 corner, 1 plank, 1 square. Huh? Wait. What? Wait. I should have been paying attention. Oh my gosh. Corner, plank, plank. No, corner, plank. I've done this wrong. Hang on. Corner, plank, square. Plank, plank, corner, plank, square. Okay, so square, plank, plank, corner, plank, square. Square, plank, plank, corner, plank, square. Okay. You're flying to 16 land in 27 May. So you're 15 now. Okay, yeah, so that's why you don't have stories like that yet. Stories come with age. Not to be like ageist about it or anything. That's just how it be. Do I have my bench? I have my bench. Okay, so planks all the way down until 2 past here. Yeah. Goodbye, Miss Mochi. I miss you. Oh, I've got the... Hang on. I forgot I had eaten. So I've got the power to destroy. Ta-da! I would love to share more stories like that, but I always get worried about not what people think necessarily, but like I'm just a like nobody reviewer YouTuber at this point, so I wonder if I share stories like that, if like people would care, you know, like would they really care about my stories and who I am? Maybe not yet, maybe someday, but that's okay. I'm having fun with the review stuff at least, so I'm gonna keep at it for a while yet. Plus a little more publicity is coming my way soon. This is not... Excuse you, sir. Mochi woke up Toast. He was napping very peacefully. How rude of her. I don't know if they've made announcements about this yet, but I'm going to be making an appearance at Anime Expo in Los Angeles. And not for VTubing or anything, because like I said, I'm a nobody VTuber still. But I'm not a nobody when it comes to... Oh my gosh, Toast, chill out. I'm not a nobody when it comes to books. I wrote a book, and it's being published by Kadokawa in Japan in October 2027 so far. Or I guess just 2027. They haven't really said exactly when. But, yeah, I'll be appearing as a guest at Anime Expo to talk about the book with another author that they've got coming out for that. So that'll be fun. And then when we do panels and stuff, I'm going to be sneaky and try and pitch both my book and my YouTube to the panel audience. And hopefully I'll get a couple more YouTube subscribers out of that. The ultimate goal, it would be nice if I could monetize my videos and then just do that full time, because I would love to just watch anime and review it for a job. That's the dream, isn't it? And write books. But so far reality is not like that just yet, but we're working on it. Let's see. Square, plank, corner. Plank, square. Square, plank, corner, plank, square. I care about stories. Every time someone tells me, I'm all ears to them. I love stories. Flying to Los Angeles. Yeah, I like stories too. But the world of YouTube and VTubing in particular is pretty cutthroat, as I understand it. So I'm not bothered just yet about, like, I don't expect to be famous or anything, but I do like when people watch my videos. I like when people comment. I love when you comment, Hawk. I really appreciate that you've commented on every video so far. That's great. Never left Portugal once in my life, but the time I leave, I won't come back. I get that. I didn't leave Canada for the first time until I was... I mean, not including, like, class field trips, because we went to America once or twice for that, but the first time I left Canada on my own, I think I was 17, 18, so that's normal. Follow your dreams. Okay, let's see. Plank, corner, plank, square. Plank, corner, plank, square, plank, corner, square. Plank, corner, plank, square, plank, corner, square? I guess so. Plank, corner, square, yeah. And then plank, 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 corner, square. Ugh. Plank, plank, plank. Wait, really? Corner. Huh? I don't think that's right. Maybe that's right. Oh my god, did I do it? I like to comment so people know I watched the video. When I forget to comment or even sleep and not see the video. That's really nice though. I appreciate that so much. Did we do it? Oh my goodness, look at that. It's coming together, people. Okay. So need a little bit more stuff here. No! Ugh! I hate this about Magnet Rise. Ugh. What a waste of my time. Uh-oh. I think I beefed it. The door's not gonna line up here. Oh my god. Awful. The house in the picture is 2D, but it's causing this area to be impacted in 3D. Strange. Hello. could you be? Whoops. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't have enough PP. Oh no. I do not know the game Portal Knights. Tell me about it. Oh my god, I don't have the right fence recipe. Okay, I will be right back. It's a relaxing game. Partly it has like world building. There's a bit of fighting too, lots of pets, mounts. That does sound fun. Portal Knights. I'll have to look that up. Oops. Oh my god, I don't have the right fence. Oh no. Oh my god, my whole build is off now. Are you serious? This is the fence I need. Arched barrier. Where did it go now? Hello? There it is. Arched barrier. Wait, what? Why did it change? No! Ugh, that's the worst. Alright. Looks like we are going on a trip to all the other locations to see if I can't purchase the recipe for Arched Barrier. Because, oh my god, I didn't even realize I didn't have the recipe. And I need it for my build. Like, it's the only fence that works. Oh my god! Oh, my throat feels so much better after this tea. I feel like that's always the case when I'm sick. I always feel more sick first thing in the morning when I wake up. Oh, I don't have enough PP. Okay. Nobody judge my other not withered wasteland areas because we're not going to talk about how poorly they're put together. Who dis? Is it Grimer? No, it's Electivire. Wow, cool. Very nice to meet you. Yeah, it's not locked. That's weird. Tea is a miracle. Alright, so it ain't here. Also, I did have this area at max level 10, but I think I kidnapped someone from this area, so it went down to 9 again, which I didn't know could happen. It was very upsetting when that happened. I wonder... I'm almost positive that I got those few fences that I do have from Sparkling Skylands, but I'm just gonna quickly double check and see if the boat has them, that maybe I could just steal a couple, because the boat has a lot of different designs going on here. I think just boat handles though. I tried really hard to not take too much from the boat because not that I'm gonna go insane and like rebuild it ever, because I've seen a couple people do that and there's no way. I would never. But I do kind of feel bad about dismantling like pre-builds. I don't know, there's like a... Oh, the environment level increased again. Okay. I don't know, it makes me sad to dismantle the pre-built stuff because it's like the remnants of humanity, or, you know. I try and leave up as much as possible. Let's see. air after finishing? I don't... Sorry, what do you mean? Someone trash talking Bulbasaur? No, it's the... Hi, Jancy. Oof. Oh, I'm so tired. Ugh. How long has this stream been going for? 2 hours and 40 minutes. Wow, it's a long time. I think we might have to wrap up soon because I kind of want to take a nap before lunch. 6! I thought it was way higher than 6. What the heck? Oh, goodness. Ho hum. Okay, we're going to Bulbapedia and I'm gonna look up... No, Cerebi, I guess. I'm gonna look up... Let's see... Arched Barrier. Lake Beach Original. Sparkling Skylands Original. Craft from Recipe. Tell me more. No, the recipe you can only get from a shop or sparkling water. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh. No, we don't rest when we're tired. No. Okay. Well, at least I don't have to level up the area to find them. Maybe I can just find them around and steal some. Toast is a snoozin'. I guess everyone's gonna get an impromptu tour of my Sparkling Skylands because I gotta look for these stupid fence things. Who is it? Wow! It's Tyranitar! Garar! Gapia! Wow. Nice to meet you. think these frogs just lackadaisically resting. Maybe I could use pipes. What does it look like if I use peep? I mean, it's not the worst. It takes up 2 blocks. And technically speaking, the other fence isn't the exact fence I need either. Like the fence in the photo for the original National Park in Gold, the fence is just completely circular. It's a post out of the ground and back into the ground. Arched barrier just seems like the closest. I think I would prefer the arched barrier, even though pipe is pretty close, and it would be easy to just do that right now. I'm gonna hold out hope for the arched barrier. Cerebi says that these fences are in Sparkling Skyland, but all I see are these iron post ones. Like, was it just the ones that I found? And all I saw in Bleak Beach was like the harbor ones, so I am confusion. Toast. Toast. You're snoring. You're snoring very loud. You okay? Do we need to cut down your food? Are you too fat to not snore? I don't know what I'm gonna do if I can't get this arched tile. That really puts a pause on my plans here. There is not a single arched tile. Not arch tile, arch barrier. Ay, 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 ay. What am I gonna do? hesitant to just put the pipes in because I would have to replace them all one by one once I actually got the recipe. But like, how long is it gonna be before I get the recipe? I think this might be where I stop for today because I am completely at a loss with how to progress here. If I don't have the right fence posts, that puts my build on at least a momentary pause while I try and either find that recipe or how would I would have to either time travel and check the shop every day, or maybe I can find someone online that's already got it in their shop, or just start going crazy and looking for sparkling water. Oh my goodness, what an arduous task this has become. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it at that for now because I'm gonna make more tea and some lunch and then take the dogs out. Anyways, thank you for joining me today. That was fun and frustrating. I don't do big build projects like this often, and I kind of just play Pokopia for fun here and there. I definitely don't play for long periods of time like this every time. It's usually like, maybe I'll play for like an hour and then put it away for the day. I don't really have a whole lot of free time for stuff like this, but I am sick, so we'll see how much I get to play in the next couple of days. Anyways, Hawk, thank you so much for staying with me for the like 3 hours that I've been doing this. You're crazy, but I love you. So, yeah, thanks so much. See you. Or, sorry, I forgot my own sign off. Oh my god. Bye bye.